What if I told you that your brain is playing favorites and you don't even realize it? Right now, your mind might be making decisions based on a person's looks, tone of voice, or a brand's logo, not facts. Welcome to the world of the halo effect, one of the most fascinating and deceptive biases in human psychology. Let's start with something simple. Have you ever bought a product just because it looked good on the outside? Maybe a phone with sleek packaging or a book with a beautiful cover. Then you got it home and realized it wasn't nearly as good as it seemed. That, my friend, is the halo effect in action. Coined by psychologist Edward Thorndike in 1920, the term originally came from a military study. Thorndike observed that commanding officers tended to judge their soldiers' physical appearance, intelligence, and leadership skills all as positive, based on just one good impression. Basically, if a soldier looked competent, they were assumed to be competent. Sound familiar? This mental shortcut happens because our brains are wired for speed. In a world overloaded with information, we rely on heuristics, mental rules of thumb, to make snap decisions. The halo effect is one such shortcut. When we notice one outstanding trait, like attractiveness, charm, or even a clean design, we assume everything else about that person or product must be just as good. Think about celebrities. When someone like Tom Hanks or Emma Watson endorses a product, we immediately associate trustworthiness, quality, and value with that product. Not because we've researched it, but because we like the person selling it. That's why companies pour millions into celebrity endorsements. They're literally buying your bias. Let's dig even deeper. In educational psychology, the halo effect shows up in surprising ways. Teachers may grade more leniently if they perceive a student as polite or attractive, even if their academic performance is average. It's not intentional, it's just the brain's automatic association process at work. And here's a plot twist. The halo effect isn't just about positive bias, it can be dangerously misleading. Ever hear of someone getting a promotion they weren't ready for, simply because they looked like a leader? Or a politician gaining support based on a powerful speech, while hiding major flaws in policy or character? The halo effect makes us focus on one shining trait, while ignoring the rest of the picture. In marketing and branding, this bias is pure gold. Apple, for example, is a master of this. Once they earned a reputation for sleek, reliable products, the halo effect took over. Suddenly, customers trusted their laptops, headphones, services, even Apple TV without hesitation. Even when the competition offered better specs or lower prices, Apple's halo protected its status. The reverse is also true, and it's known as the horn effect. One bad impression can cloud our judgment just as quickly. A customer service rep is rude to you once, and now you distrust the entire company. A politician stumbles during a speech and you question their intelligence or leadership, even if their policies are solid. Both effects prove just how fragile and flawed our judgment can be when we don't slow down and think critically. Let's go even further. In dating, the halo effect is practically running the show. Research has shown that people tend to rate physically attractive individuals as more intelligent, more honest, and more interesting. But beauty doesn't equal brains, and charisma doesn't mean character. In criminal trials, it's even more alarming. Jurors may subconsciously give lighter sentences to attractive defendants or assume guilt more easily if someone looks shady. These biases can have real-life consequences, affecting justice and fairness in powerful ways. Now let's look at how to spot the halo effect before it misguides you. Here's a tip. When evaluating something or someone, break it down into parts. Don't ask, "Do I like this person?" Instead, ask, "Are they competent in this specific area? What are the facts, not just my feelings? Am I being influenced by one positive trait, like looks or confidence?" Another trick is to switch contexts. Would you trust this person or product in a completely different scenario? Would you still think they're smart if they weren't attractive? Would you still think that brand is reliable if it didn't have a stylish design? Awareness is key. Once you recognize that the halo effect is influencing your choices, you can pause, reflect, and make a more balanced decision. You won't eliminate the bias completely, it's hardwired into human thinking, but you can take away its power. Remember this, not everything that shines is gold. And not everyone who looks good, speaks well, or feels right is necessarily the best choice. So the next time you're about to be swayed by first impressions, whether it's hiring an employee, going on a date, or clicking buy now on that new gadget, ask yourself, is this the full picture or just the glow of the halo? If this video made you rethink how you judge people or products, go ahead and smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. I drop videos like this all the time to help you think smarter and live better. Share this video with someone who always jumps to conclusions. You'll be doing them a favor. Stay curious, stay aware, and see you in the next one.